name's Peter Sutton, but everyone knows me as Irish, and I work for Gold Coast Skydive. So tandem instructor is basically someone who straps someone to the front of them and we jump out with them. But realistically our job is basically to give people the best time of their lives. For that 30 minutes to an hour we've got them, because this is everyone's bucket list. We're landing on the beach here at Gold Coast, and it's one of the most amazing experiences of your life. So the best experience we can give them, and to promote skydiving, giving people a better time in the air, that's basically our job there. This sport is the greatest thing. It's given me everything, to be honest with you. I was playing professional rugby in New Zealand. Wasn't really keen on it, was getting injured and stuff like that, and then got a job at the Skydive place because I had a bit of a big mouth on me. He's a bit of a funny guy, so they offered me a job there. I started editing videos, and then I quit everything and started skydiving. The boys lived the dream. They were jumping all over the world. They were meeting heaps of new people. They were happy every day going to work, and yeah, they were making good money as well. So I basically gave up everything, started skydiving in New Zealand, and haven't looked back because the opportunities it's given me has been insane. Well, everyone thinks it's crazy at the start, so everyone thinks it's like, oh my god, what am I going to do? I won't think about pulling my chute and stuff like that, I'm scared. But it's basically just a process of what you're doing. So when you do the ground school, we teach you everything that you need to know about emergency procedures, your landing patterns, what's going to happen up there, and then you stick to the procedures. People think they just have to jump out and do something crazy. It's not. You're in the door, it's check in, okay, horizon, out, in, out. When you're arching, then you've got your sequence to go through there. And realistically, I think my most scariest jump was my 9th jump, because the first 8 up to then, I had a process to do. I had to make sure I did everything right, so I passed the jump. And then the 9th one, they said like, all right, you can jump out now. And then that's what's like, oh God, that's when I realized I was actually doing something crazy. But skydiving's for everyone. It's incredible. I think I've taught over about 150 students taught them how to skydive. And yeah, it's absolutely for everybody. Well, it's basically, if you think about it, if you look at it from an outsider's point of view, we're jumping out of a plane with a bit of fabric above our head, and we're coming into land, which is crazy. But once you get into the sport and you realise how much safety procedures we have in there, and basically how it's safe and everyone respects the sport, that it's incredible. Like, you're doing 200 kilometers an hour, you're free up there, hey? The first 3 seconds out the plane, you don't really get that wind. It's like dead. It's just this beautiful feeling when you leave the plane of just nothing, and then you feel the wind, then you start flying the wind. So it's yeah, it's incredible. I couldn't recommend it enough for everyone. If you can't get out if you don't want to do your AFF, I would recommend just getting to do a tandem. It's incredible. This is one of my favorite places to jump, to do tandems. I've never jumped somewhere so beautiful. Like, we get the whales jumping out there, and I swear to God, someone said it to me one day. They said the whales can see us. And I was like, yeah, right, whatever. And then I watched them over a few loads, and the minute we open our parachute, the whales start jumping. When we're out at sea, you can see the whales start jumping. So I was like, yeah, right. But now I fully believe that they can see us, because they don't jump when the plane's there, but when we're under parachute, the whales start jumping. Yeah, you can see the sharks. You get to see everything from up there. You can see all the surfers getting their waves and stuff like that. We got the Gold Coast is extremely rare. We get to jump beside a city. You get to see the beach, you get to see the ocean, and you get to see the hinterland. One of the most beautiful things up there is the waterways between the Gold Coast. Everyone forgets about them. They're a traffic pain, I get it, but from the sky they're absolutely incredible. So this is definitely, when I came here to work here, I didn't think it was going to be the most beautiful, but after about 1,000 jumps here, this is one of the most beautiful places in the world to jump, for sure. It's incredible. With the 2018 World Skydiving Championships coming here, everyone's going to see how beautiful Australia is. Everyone's going to see what an amazing country we've got here, and they're also going to see how good the skydiving is here as well. A lot of people, they think skydivers are crazy and they just jump out the plane and that's all they do, but there's a lot of disciplines there where they train for it. A lot of people spend a lot of money on it, getting good, getting to a coaching level. Then people actually just live off traveling the world. A lot of Australians in the wind tunnels and travel around the world, and we've got a really good name for ourselves as a skydiving country. But yeah, to jump here on the Gold Coast, it's incredible. Like, we jump beside an international airport. No one else does that anywhere else in the world. Our boss Archie works so hard to keep us here, because we do have one of the most beautiful locations in the world, and it's incredible here. I don't know, I just got back from Copenhagen. I do a lot of professional emceeing and stuff like that, and entertaining, so I really pushed hard with that. But skydiving's always going to be in my life. It's changed my life for the better. I was playing rugby and kind of dossing around, and now I've got a permanent job. I travel the world emceeing. I travel the world doing tandems. I can get a job anywhere else in the world if I wanted to. because of skydiving, so I owe everything to skydiving. So I kind of feel like I want to give back to skydiving a lot more. So running different events, coaching newcomers up and coming, and really just pushing the sport of skydiving to everyone, so that everyone can get the opportunity that I got getting into skydiving. So that's the way I'd like to do it. I'm not going to be leaving Australia or Gold Coast Skydive anytime soon. I want to see how far we can push this company, because the Gold Coast has got beaches, muscles, boobs, sex appeal. The Gold Coast is definitely a trendy place to be, and everyone's into outdoor sports, and skydiving is one of the top outdoor sports. So I really think the Gold Coast community can get behind it and really enjoy it, because a lot of people have a big stigma about it being dangerous and scary. When you respect skydiving and you do what you're meant to do, it's completely safe, and anyone can do it. Like, Archie's got 2 kids and a family at home, and he jumps every day, and I know a lot of people out there who've got I know a few dads who jump with their kids as well, the whole family affair where they'll all be jumping. So it's just an incredible sport, and I can't say enough about it, and you can only realise what the skydive community is like when you join it. So like I always say to people that I could give up jumping out of planes, but I couldn't give up the skydive community, because it's such a small, tight-knit community, and everyone looks after each other. If your car breaks down, all you have to do is ring another skydiver, or if you're stuck in any country in the world and you don't know where to stay, put on Facebook, hey, I'm stuck in Rome, and I can guarantee a skydiver will pop up saying, hey, don't know you, but I've got a room here. So I always say I could give up jumping out the plane, but I could never go up the community. If it's not Gold Coast Skydive, get to someone and jump out of a plane. The emotions you feel, the fear, the adrenaline and everything is incredible. You're only scared in the plane. I think I've taken about 2,000 people now for a tandem, and people are always scared in the plane, but the minute they leave the plane and they touch the ground, I've never had one complaint. I've had people holding onto the doors, I've had people grabbing things, I've had people grabbing me, people crying in the plane. The minute the feet touch the ground, I've never had someone who said they couldn't go again. So just take a chance, go for it, take a risk, push it a little bit. You only live once, and skydiving is so extremely safe. You guys don't understand how much regulation and stuff we go through. So you have nothing to worry about. So let us worry about all the nerves, anxiety and fear, and you guys just worrying about enjoying it, and get down to Gold Coast Skydive and jump in one of the most beautiful places in the world.